Today, former FBI Director Comey returned to testify. Yesterday, his speech was leaked, and there were a couple of things to take away from what he said in that several hour long appearance. One comment was that his choice to come forward with the announcement of Clinton not having enough information to have any criminal wrongdoing back in July of last year was based around the meeting between former President Clinton and then Attorney General Lynch. If you remember that encounter they had on that tarmac. Um, he also said there is the possibility of tapes and recordings of his conversation with Trump existing. Uh, and it was pretty lackluster in terms of all the hopes I saw of people on Twitter and everywhere else. Oh man, I hope they find something they can get Trump on and they can get impeached. Doesn't look like it. And I didn't think there would be because for all of what is claimed to be Trump's incompetence by members of the Young Turks and other I don't want to just say liberals because there are also some other conservatives that aren't in favor, but just people who generally oppose Trump, they tend to reach and have impracticality relating to how to get rid of him. And I've seen some people go as far as to say there's the possibility of his entire cabinet being impeached, which I kind of have this thing where it's already been to where only what three presidents have two have been impeached, one has come close. Three out of 43 individuals isn't exactly that high of a number, and it speaks more that to the idea that Trump's going to get through these several years in office without facing those types of charges. I think what we saw today is a perfect example of how people want to play this thing where we're always told we're living in interesting times, and they wanted Comey so badly to be Archibald Cox, and for this to be the beginning of Watergate, and I really don't think it is. And I'm again having to say over and over, I am not a Trump supporter because anytime you speak favorably or neutrally about anything having to do with him, you're automatically accused of being one, and I've stated that beforehand. But I don't see anything to get him over in relation to what was disclosed today. Now, if those tapes exist and they're able to find some quotation of his that admits wrongdoing, as it was the case with Nixon, okay, maybe yeah, but right now there's not much fire to the candle.